Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Anima Tech, and today I want to talk about recent layoff in the tech industry, like a Meta and Twitter, and or some notable other technological companies. So I've been checking on the news lately, and I'm gonna go do it right now. Like a layoff. I'm gonna type in like layoff in the Google News, as you can see. And let's see. Just now I was checking this new here that ran out of tech companies has announced layoff in 2022. Um, on side note, I don't want to talk about which news organization is trustworthy or anything. I just interested in the numbers, like figures, how many and how many companies and how many jobs, something like that. So I already opened the link and here let's see. It's like the news is saying about like 11,000 jobs cut in a Meta. Twitter is like 3,700. It's like 4,000. Lyft is just 700. It's like Stripe 1,100. It's like 1,000, 1,000. So as you can see, Meta is the most cuts like like every most of the other tech company combines like 11,000. It's like a lot of jobs. And I don't think Meta is particularly in trouble financially, because I was just checking their quarterly financial statement, and I don't see any problem. So let's go do it right now, and I mean you all can see it together. No, if you are interested, like maybe you can you know comment or anything in a video below. Um, Just now I was checking about like 11,000. So how much money that they're saving? Like 11,000 times 100,000. Let's say their base salary is like 100,000 without, all the maybe not all everyone is the same base salary like 100,000, but let's say average 100,000 and without salary and stock um, you know, stock reward or anything, all the other bonuses or anything, adding bonuses or any compensation, let's say 100,000 average. So it's like you see they are saving a cost of 1.1 billion every year. Um, that's like my rough estimate, maybe more, maybe less, I don't know. So they need that kind of money, and also they're cutting. I hear that they are cutting some of their facilities, cost on their facility. So I don't know. Maybe they're cutting like maybe billion, maybe 1.5 billion or around there every year. So I was also checking their financial statement, and I don't see any trouble with their financial statement. If some of you may know a little bit about financial statement, you can you can add it in the comments. So let's go do check their financial statement. I went to their website and quarterly earnings. It's a top third quarters 2022. So I was checking at the balance sheet and income statement. By the way, if you all don't know, the financial statement has to be really quarterly, like every 3 months, because they are a public traded company, so it has to be a public. And most public tech company do that like every 3 months or something like that. So I already downloaded, and you see here. I'm gonna expand it a little bit. Okay, so this is balance sheet. I'm gonna check in the income statement. So I'm gonna see the income statement first. As you can see, September until September quarter 2020, they have like revenue of in millions 21. Okay, so 21 billions. Oh, okay, so it is in millions. So that is dollar amount of what 21 billions. That's a lot of money. Am I right? And cost of revenue and stuff like that, income from operations, so it's like 8 billions. So I don't see they have a particularly trouble. It's like the revenue drops. Yes, it's like 29 billions, like a few quarters and like last year. to 21 billion. So it's the revenue drops. Yes. Oh yeah, the revenue drops. Let's see the cost. The cost also drops like 1 billion, but the revenue drop more. So yeah, it's like net income from operation is like what, dropped in 2 billions. So you can see it's like drop in 2 billion. So they are trying to cut like around 1 billion in salary. So you can you can clearly see that they have a little bit of how should I say, you can gauge their what they're doing right now. Am I right? And it's like 1 billion, and some facility they're cutting on some facility cost. So it's like maybe 9 billion. I don't know, maybe 2 billion they're cutting. So I think it's the numbers about right. And so I don't see they have in trouble, but what I think is that they are just trying to shift focus on their the futures um, vision, like AI and VR, like Zuckerberg always on the news talking about that AI and VR. And yeah, and the reality lab that they spend like 10 billions. That's a lot of money, but I mean, in matter uh, revenue wise, I don't think that's like a good, it's like a reasonable investment. I don't know, some of you, but because I said that because on the in the news I will always see things like you know Zuckerberg vision is in trouble or something like that. I don't particularly see Zuckerberg vision is in trouble. It's not like his main revenue is like cut off. He is just trying to work on his vision and the future, what's going to happen. I mean, eventually, what he thinks going to happen is going to happen because they are he's like a very big they are like a very big tech companies, and every all the big tech companies do, a smaller tech companies follow. So unless there's like one, jump out some small tech company jump out of nowhere that created like a blockbuster kind of thing, and and then Facebook is like suddenly uh, couldn't follow and drop that. So that kind of thing, I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon, because if this happened, then Facebook will just copy and paste like they always do. So I don't know. The share price is like dropping 70% recently, and I don't see that's like I what all I think is that everything is getting lean right now. It's not very bloated. That that's my analysis and my judgment. I don't really see they have a really big problem. And yeah, so let's go look at uh, balance sheet right now. For their balance sheet, they have a cash of right now. The last quarter is like 11 billion. So marketable security is like 44 billion. So it's like total current assets like 35 billion. So are you kidding me? And current liability account payable is like it's like um it's like just 10% of their cash. So their balance sheet is pretty strong, and I don't think they have a much bigger problem with anything balance sheet wise, and they have all the other good things, property, yeah, for properties equipment, it's like 42 billions. That's a lot of that is a lot, isn't it? So they're gonna cut costs here a little bit. Am I right? That's what I read on the news. Hmm. So that's just my analysis for the matters. They are just trying to get links, and they are just trying to push some of the expenses towards AR and VR. I don't see any very big issue right now, but I'm sorry for the people that lost the jobs, and yeah, but this kind of things. Tech is like a very robust economy, as that's that kind of thing. I mean, always happen now and then. So yeah, that's about Meta, and my 2 cents on the Meta. And the next one I want to talk about is Twitter. I mean, you all already knew Twitter's. Let's click on the news. Like Twitter bans. The recent one is a Twitter bans comedian Katie Griffin for impersonating Elon Musk. If you follow today's news, there's a lot of fake um, verified accounts on the Twitter trending on Twitter right now, and they are like doing all kinds of funny stuff and trolling Elon Musk Twitters right now. Um, I don't know. The So I think he's not. he's not. I don't think he's well prepared to buy Twitter and say, start managing this or anything. Maybe he will do things better in a week or in coming weeks or coming months. But right now, it's like I don't see like very good preparation for taking over Twitter from Elon Musk. Um. So anyway, about this news, I think you all will remember when Elon Musk bought Twitter, that trying to buy Twitter, and he says like he is going to do this for freedom of speech. So this is not like a very much freedom of speech. So it's more like a business, right? I don't want to talk about politics, but I think what I see is like it's more like business. I think he could have just said like I want to do that for business, not freedom of speech. I mean, because I think is he just doing this for business, and I know that some of the tweets that he tweets are, I don't think he's tweeting himself. He might tweet some of it, but he doesn't tweet all of it. I don't think he tweet all of it. I think it's just like tweeted by his PR in coordination with some communication director, or or financial director, or some kind of communication going on in their organization, and just tweet it like that. I think that's what happened. I think he's a billionaire, so I don't think he do this kind of things like very often. Um, anyway, that's a Twitter spans on the uh, uh, Katie Griffin. I don't even know Katie Griffin. Let's I don't want to talk much about. Okay, so Twitter's also cut like 3,700 just now I read. Yeah, so it's like half of Twitter's workforce. So if you really think about it, Twitter, yes, I have the financial statement as well. This is Twitter second quarter. So let's go back to that news. Twitter, around 3,700. Where it is. Just I saw that 3,700. Okay, yeah, Twitter about 3,700 job test. So he bought it for like 44 billion purchase of Twitter, and like last month, and then he just suddenly starting to cut the costs, and there was no choice but to lay off employee, adding that they were offered agreement or severance. Okay, so he also said that Twitter is losing over 4 million per day. I think it's more like that kind of statement is like a more like a PR stance. If you can see 4 million per day, but Twitter, I will talk about it later on in the financial statement. They might be losing 4 million per day, but in what aspect, you can bring out some kind of really bad thing, and they say like 4 million per day, like in very generous stuff, and doesn't go into detail. It's easier to save. I think more of like a PR stand, because they're gonna have a lot of lawsuit right now, because 3,700 people, and that's gonna come with a lot of legal precedents, like a lot of employees are going to start suing them. So I think it's more like I don't know, PR stand to cover some of the legal aspect of it. I don't. So let's go check out their financial statement. And the second quarter, I already clicked it. So this is their financial statement. Let's see. So I want to highlight this part here. Quarter two average monetizable daily usage MDAU was 227.8 million. It's up from up 16.6% compared to quarter two of the previous years. Like um, daily active, like the way they can make money of daily active users is like at 16%. So I don't think they have a problem right now. But this thing DAU average US daily 41.5 million for quarter two, up 14.7. It's also going up. Average international was 196.3 million. It's also going up like 17%. Okay, revenue drops. Daily active users is going up, but revenue drops. So I don't know. It's like 16% up daily active usage, and then revenue is dropped like what, 1%. I think if you make a quick math, like, doesn't make sense, right? I mean, so it's like whatever they make money on the user, uh, it's like up, but user, I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Okay, advertising revenue totals 1.08 billion, an increase of 2% or 6%. Okay, let's go jump into their financial statement. This is a very average review and a very quick opinions on those stuff. So it's not like, detailed analysis or anything like that. So it's just my opinion. Cash and cash equivalents like 2.66 billions. It's in thousands, so it's like 2.6 billions, right? Short-term investment. So they don't make just now what I said about Meta is like 11 billions cash. So I think about Twitter size, and you can't compare Twitter size and Meta size, but I think if proportionally it's about right, cash and cash equivalents. These accountants are all professional. I mean, the financial guys are all professional, so they don't make silly mistake unless there's some fraud in their statement. So current liability payable is like 153 million. It's like very little compared to their cash and cash equivalent, right? So I don't see their balance sheet a very much huge problem right now. So so they are cutting their job, right? 3,700. Let's do the quick math here, like 3,700 times. Let's go do about the same base pays. I mean, these tech companies, they all have a similar packages. I mean, so let's see. It's like 370 million, so like cat like every year. So 370 million is like account payable is like 153 million. So they're gonna cut a lot of money compared to Twitter size. All right, yeah. So I don't see any problem. And again, this is a very quick review. Total current assets, account receivable, another short-term investment is like 3.4 billions. I think their balance sheet is quite okay. Let's check their statement of operation, like income statement. Okay, their revenue is like 1.1 billions. Costs and expenses. Let's see, do they have any salary? Maybe salary is inside the sales and marketing and general and administrative. Those are the big number. Or maybe research and development as well. Research and development is like a lot. It's like cost of revenue. Maybe cost of revenue, they have like service costs or all these. They are the tech company, so they maybe cost of revenue. Maybe I don't know. Maybe salary they might be able to put in there because they are the tech companies and they provide service. So I don't know. Their mainly revenues came from the advertising. So cost of revenue is like what's maybe some of you guys will know what kind of cost of revenue can happen for advertising. I'm not sure. This is strange, right? There's like 540 millions and it's very huge. I don't think this is supposed to be that huge. I don't know. I'm not very sure about the law about this, whether you can put in salary inside cost of revenue for tech companies like Twitter's, which their main revenue came from advertising, and then salary is like cost of revenue. I don't know, advertising cost. What's the cost of letting the advertiser put in on your platform? Maybe it's like server costs and all the expenses. Running servers like electricity and maybe server maintenance guy. I don't know. Maybe those are the people that inside the cost of revenue. But for research and development, I mean they are the tech companies, so they do a lot of research and development. They do a lot of sales and marketing because they need advertisers to make money. So I think this area is going to come down a lot because they're cutting 3,700, and they're gonna cut down here. And I think they are trying to get lean compared to Meta and all the other tech companies. It's maybe because too much bloated. Because the Silicon Valley is like a uh, their pay is very high, and their income inequality is like very huge compared to other industry. The other industry I can think of right now for the same kind of pay and pay packages, I mean similar kind of pay packages like a healthcare industry, like doctors and maybe nurses as well. I don't know. Yeah, but the tech companies pay really good. Um, they are like the news said they have a net loss of 270 millions. Uh, so the cutting cost is about right for Elon Musk, right? Think what I okay. So this is about the financial statement. What I think what Elon Musk doing is that he has some visions in the future as well that might involve Twitter. And right now what he's doing is that he getting lean and then he gonna jump on his vision. So what we all need to watch out for is like what he can do next, right? This is just cutting the cost, and then the next thing is another thing he's doing like in today's news, like just now I said. Did I say that? He is doing some verification, and then there's a lot of trouble right now. So it's like day one of his takeover. So yeah, I mean that gonna happen, and some people will go and some people will come in and manage it better, I think. So yeah, so that's my 2 cents on the Twitter as well. And um yeah, that's so my 2 cents on Twitter is that I think you have to watch out for what's gonna Elon Musk gonna do next. And some people are thinking that he will embed crypto in the Twitters or something like that, because as you can see, he owned the rocket companies. He also owned the internet companies like Starlink, for the rural areas, like the kind of portable Starlink. I think pretty soon he gonna embed his Starlink into his Tesla cars. By the time that gonna happen, I think he gonna embed Twitters and he's like a bit fan of crypto. We all know about it, and he gonna embed some of the crypto into Twitter, his car, and his internet companies or something like that. So also, oh wait, the most important things of his purchase is that Twitter will no longer uh, issue public financial statements, like because they are now the private companies under Elon Musk. It's not a publicly traded company anymore. So the financial statement from now on is going to be private, and you will not see how much money they're gonna make. All right, so only Elon and their board will know or something like that. Um, so it's going to be uh, kind of hard to judge from Twitter from now on without financial aspect wise. But for their users and the trend on Twitter and how the features of the Twitter, I think we will all still see it, right? But their first feature of making verifiable real human with a Twitter accounts is like started off kind of Bambi, right? I mean, so uh, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I think about Twitters, and we just have to wait and see. And I mean, he paid for like 55 billions, and I mean, he didn't pay it in cash. He makes mostly paid it in like a financing because he's a billionaire. So he know a lot of other billionaires and other financials, very big financial institution like financial investor. So backing him up on Tesla. So uh, so it's like he just diversifying his whatever he's owning, like cars, internet, and now social medias, and uh, also the rocket. I mean, rocket is like a very long shot. Maybe next generation will see the fruit of it, fruit of this rocket company. Um, maybe I mean like next generation, like in Gen Z, maybe Gen Z. I don't know. I hope Gen Z will see his rocket prospect. Hopefully, but for Twitters, I think we're gonna see what's he gonna do in like maybe 1 or 2 years. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I think about. That's my little bit opinion about the Twitters. So that's it, guys. And Yeah, thank you for listening, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my video and my channel. And you have a great day.